Oh, what's up, guys? It's EmiNES back again with another video. Today, we're talking about probably the worst Mega Man game. And I've played some bad Mega Man games. Mega Man 8, specifically comes to mind. And that might still take the cake. It's the worst Mega Man game. I don't know. We'll have to find out when I go back to play it. But this is so bad. This is at least, has to be. I'm praying that this is the worst game of Mega Man on the NES. It has to be. There is no godly way that 5 and 6 are worse than this. And I seriously do not remember them being. I have to say, and I don't remember this game that much because I probably blocked it out of my fucking memory. Seriously, Mega Man 4, there is very little that is good. Let's go over what's potentially good about the game. Sorry about my voice. I've been screaming for the past, 9 hours now trying to fucking beat this stupid game. It's awful. The two minor things, and one of them isn't even a good thing. Actually, okay, so I have 3 things. One of which, the best part of the game, that I could say unambiguously is a good part of the game. Eddie, the little fucking helper robot guy who just throws you E-tanks and good shit. I mean, sometimes he doesn't throw you good shit, but most of the time he was loyal. He would throw me an E-tank right when I needed it. Yes, great. Eddie, love him. Great addition. Best addition. Dive Man theme. The only good music in the entire game. I'm serious. The soundtrack is even bad. It's so unmemorable. And so just bland. But Dive Man's theme, that's a good one. I mean, we all know Dive Man's theme, of course. That's a good one. And lastly, the last good thing I have to say about the game, which will lead into the negatives because it's also a negative of the game, the charge shot was introduced in this game. Now, the charge shot should be an absolute win of a positive, but they decided that the enemies needed to be more difficult because the charge shot exists. So now, oh, well, you can just charge up your shot and every enemy can take more damage. So every enemy now is a bullet sponge, and the charge shot is essential to kill half of them. It's a cool addition when you're trying to take on bosses and you're trying to use just your buster, which I had to do a couple of times to save and conserve energy for my weapon to have energy for later things that I had to do in some stages. I found it just kind of worked better in a couple scenarios. Like, I was fighting Ring Man at the very end there during the boss rush. The very, very end during the fucking boss rush. And I couldn't get the Pharaoh shot to work very well. And I would always be in a vulnerable spot to his rings and always get hit more than I needed to when I was doing that. So I would just do a charge shot, I would jump over his stuff, and then I would jump on the other side and he would be over here, and then I would charge shot again. And actually, I got through with very little damage doing it that way. So that is one time where the charge shot actually kind of helped. But it's more of an excuse for them to not, the designers to not, to put so much more health on these enemies. And it's just so problematic. Because the major flaw of the game, the reason why I just hate it, and why I cannot, in good conscience, call it good or anywhere near good, is everything in this game is placed perfectly for you to die. There are so many fucking bottomless pits, so many spikes, so many mines, and spikes on the ceiling and shit. Every single fucking pixel of this game wants you fucking dead. The last few games, they had their death traps. They had their bad enemies. The enemy placement in this game especially will knock you into some hole. It is like some Castlevania shit on crack. It is so fucking abysmal. Even Castlevania isn't this bad with its fucking knockback. I swear to you. It is so awful. the past few games were difficult. They had their bullshit parts. I complained about a couple of those parts in the past. It's surprisingly very little of, like, those parts where you need, like, the jet or something. I didn't use the fucking Aqua upgrade once. Oh, also they ruined the fucking rush jet. Before you had, like, good control over it. Now it just goes sideways, and, like, you can go up, but it's, like, so slow that it fucking doesn't matter, and then by the time you're trying to get to where you're trying to go, it just disappears and you die! Because everything in this game wants you fucking dead! It's so awful. I don't usually get very frustrated with games, but seriously, I was fucking swearing up a storm. I threw my controller a bunch of times. It's so out of character for me, I swear. This game fucking just lit a fire in me. I hate this game so much. It's just so bad. Because everything wants you dead. And it's just a constant onslaught of either stuff that wants you dead or stuff that is constantly making your journey more tedious. Every single thing in this game is either out to kill you or to slow you down, to make you wait and wait and wait and wait. Waiting is the bane of players' existence. Egoraptor said that, but you know, fucking, it's true in this situation. Everything wants you to wait. It's not about, you know, you gotta wait for this thing to go by, you gotta, and then just put stuff in your way to kill you. All of the Robot Masters are just assholes. There's a couple of them aren't that bad, but especially when you have the power that is needed to beat them, a couple of them aren't that bad. But even when I have those powers and I'm actually good at using those powers, I feel like sometimes the powers just don't work. The powers in this game are awful. The only ones I think that I like are like, maybe like the Pharaoh Man shot. That was kind of cool. How you use it in the last battle there. Let's talk about that. When you die in the last battle, you go back, and there's nothing to get you ready for this battle. But there's a hallway of snakes, so you have to keep grinding these fucking snakes. There's like 5 of them. And you keep grinding them, and then you use that to refill your energy and stuff. They won't just give you an energy refill, but they give you extra lives in there so that you can't just game over and then, you know, fucking get your energy back that way and just have to continue again. I screwed myself a little bit because I got there with 4 energy tanks because I needed them on the previous stage. I had 9 energy tanks because the previous stage actually loads you up with energy tanks. You have a spot that you can refill, but then you have to refill. You get 1 per continue, so you go down, you die 3 times, and then you go back up, get another one, go down, die 3 times. So tedious to refill these things, but you know, it's something. They gave you something to do this, and there was a life there and stuff, so it's nice, you know. But that's to defeat all the Robot Masters, and then like 2 stages of this fucking Wily thing. And then he's got like a 3rd stage that's on that last stage there where you have to use the Pharaoh shot to get him. I kept running out of Pharaoh shot, but I eventually kind of got lucky on the last run there and finally defeated him. He's only weak to that and the ring thing, and the ring doesn't have like a very good, like, you can't shoot it up and down and diagonal and stuff, and he's mostly, he's like once in a blue moon right next to you, you know, he's always above or below you or something. Oh my god, it's just, every Robot Master sucks. Most of the powers are just cheap, like, recreations of old powers that all kind of suck. I mean, there's some cool Robot Masters in this game, like, design-wise. Like, they had Drill Man and stuff. A lot of them, like, Drill Man and Bright Man were inspirations for, obviously, Drill Man, and then also Number Man in Megaman Battle Network there. So I thought that was kind of cool. That's about it. I mean, there was Pharaoh Man. I think he was a boss in one of the Mega Man Battle Networks, too. But, yeah, all of them were just... they're just so bad. I hate all their stages, because all their stages, like I said, are just pits, spikes, something that's going to kill you, an enemy that's placed in such a spot that you're going to die, disappearing blocks over spikes and stuff. I mean, I know they did this in previous Mega Man... Oh, and the checkpoints. I gotta mention that. The checkpoints are fucking awful. You know, like, in other Mega Man games, you start right before the boss, right? And I think they would do that with some of the Robot Masters in this game. I don't even think the Robot Master started you right before the boss. Half the time, they'd send you back through the level. Like, halfway back through the level. You don't get to start in the little room before the boss because you don't. And then the hard stages later, they just start you right back at the beginning of the level. It's so ridiculous. You fucking have to get through this entire level, and you gotta beat a tough-ass boss at the end, you know, and of course you have energy tanks and stuff, but there's only like a couple of levels in those first, like, several levels that have, like, energy tanks readily accessible. So, yeah, it's just, ugh. And grinding them is just a pain in the ass, because you have to do that thing where you die a bunch of times, and then go all the way back through the level till you get to the energy tank, get one, and then die, and then go back, you know, all that shit. So, it's awful. It's just so bad. Oh, this is Dive Man. This is the only good song in the entire game, by the way. The most memorable Mega Man 4 song. Oh, but even those stages, man, even the Dive Man was, like, filled with, like, tons of pointy bullshit to just kill you. There's no good level in this game. Everything is just so frustrating. It's all out to kill you. And then, of course, there's this Dr. Cossack stages. So there's like 4 of those before the Wily stages. There's more stages for Wily and Dr. Cossack than there is Robot Masters, practically. And I mean, those are hard. Those even have, like, fucking giant robots and shit at the end. Like, those are always really difficult, you know? Oh, man. I can't think of anything redeeming about the game. It's just so bad. There's so little good about the game. And it's so shocking. They made one of the best Mega Man games ever in Mega Man 3. An ultimate classic. Rivaling Mega Man 2. You know, the all-time classic Mega Man game. This game is just so bad. Everything wants to kill you. And I know I keep saying that, but I just cannot emphasize how you cannot go, like, a step in this game without, you know, if you don't step on the exact right spot, you know, it's like, if there weren't, okay, so, like, there was this one part on one of the Cossack stages, I think it's the first one, so you got these, like, skeleton bone guys, you have to, like, charge up your shot to kill them or whatever, otherwise they just kind of fall down. Alright, whatever, cool. They're always placed next to these pits, and then out of these pits come these little guys that, like, come up, and then sometimes there's multiple of them, so you have to kill them too, and then jump past the pits, and there's, like, tons of these pits, and then after that they have the audacity to have these, like, disappearing blocks, but they're not even disappearing blocks. They're blocks that, like, when you step on them, they go up, and then if you hit the top of the stage with the block, which they're, like, right at the top of the stage, you fucking fall and you die because there's an endless pit below you. And they have enemies placed up there alongside these things so that you have to, like shoot at the right time. And then they have the audacity to have, like, the next stage after that be, like, an auto-scrolling stage, which is just fucking bullshit. And they put those same blocks in there again with stupid fucking enemies that are obviously gonna kill you and knock you down and stuff. And, you know, it's like, I would just use the rush jet, but the rush jet fucking sucks now, cause they fucking neutered it, and it just doesn't matter. And then what sucks is they put you right back before that part, so you always have to do that hard part to get back. So by the time you get to the boss, you're already running out of health because you had to do this whole fucking part with these, like, impossible parts, and then it's like, and you just die, and you die inside too, because the game hates you, because you hate yourself now. You question why you spent your Friday playing fucking Mega Man 4 and Taboo the Sixth Sense, you know? You start to question that, like, you could have just, I don't know, you could have done anything else, but you did that, you know, like, I'm glad it's out of the way, because then now I don't have to play it anymore, but now it's, I have the review for next week, and it can just go up, or the week after that, honestly. So I am a little bit ahead on reviews. That's at least good, but... Oh my god. It's so awful. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. I was ill prepared for this game to be as bad as it was. I thought, okay, probably a mediocre follow-up to Mega Man 3 there. I know a lot of people don't really like Mega Man 4. You know, like, how bad could it be, right? It's fucking bad. Don't play this game. Play every Mega Man but this one. Seriously. Throw it in the trash. I actually spent, like, 20 minutes just trying to get the game to fucking work earlier. Little did I know, my NES TV was just trying to save me from the frustration and the pain that was ahead. This game, like, fucking really sucks. This is like bad NES game territory, you know, like the broken NES games. Like, I'm trying to think of one right now. I don't know, like this is some Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde shit, you know, like, it's that kind of bad, and it's like, it's Mega Man, how can it be this bad? It's so frustrating, it's so bad. I would rather play any of the Castlevanias, even 3, the one that I fucking hate to all hell because it's so hard. I would play Ninja Gaiden, I'd do any of those over this. Like, this game is so bad. Because those are good games, honestly, and then this, but they're frustrating, is my point, and then this one is just really bad. I mean, I don't even know what else to say about it. It's just, it's not worth your time. Please play all of the other Mega Man games are good. The 2 and 3 are classic. Those are the best ones on the NES. The first one is good. It's still a little antiquated because they're just kind of trying to get the formula down, but it's kind of there, you know. But they do get there by 2 and 3, and then I think. Wait, why did I put 2? I don't know. Anyway, I think 5 and 6 do get better if I remember right. Is the 5 the one with the bird? No, 6 is the one with the bird. Maybe the bird's in 5 too. Is it on the cover there? I don't remember. I know in, like, oh, God. And then that's what I gotta talk about. They have these fucking power-ups that I assume were just hidden in one of the stages somewhere. I knew there was some kind of branching paths in a couple of levels. I didn't fucking care to, like, go down them or anything, but... So there's, like, this balloon power-up and this wire power-up. I never saw anybody use that, but in the guide... I was trying to figure out how to get, like, one of these E-tanks in, like, the final levels. And it turns out you need that fucking balloon power-up, and you can't do it otherwise. And I'm just like, this is motherfucking stupid. I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. I hate it. It's stupid. I don't like it. It's bad. 3 out of 10. Yeah. It's like that kind of bad. Like, really low. I give it, like, a 1 or a 2, but I know there's games in those categories that, like... are just awful, but I'm serious. I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 10. It's really bad. Do not play this game. Yeah, I implore you. I don't know what else to say. It's just awful. It's just fucking really bad. It's a waste of life, this game. So, promise you, you'll be better off. Just play any other game. Maybe even Mega Man 8. Don't start with that one though. That one kind of sucks. I remember Mega Man 7 being pretty good. Mega Man 8's really bad though. Also, I hate that one. We'll see how it fares in the future here. I'll have to torture myself to get through it again. I hope Mega Man 9 and 10 are good. I think if I remember right, you lose all your E-tanks though in Mega Man 9 and 10. Like. On death, which sucks. Because that's like Mega Man 2 style. I hate that. I don't like that at all. I really hope that's not as bad of a thing, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm done. I just wanna be done with this fucking game. I just wanna be done. I wanna be done with this fucking game. I'm done. I beat it. It's over. finally over. This game sucks. It really does. So, 3 out of 10. The music's bad. The levels are terrible. The fucking death traps are everywhere. They just want you dead. The fucking stupid everything else. The enemy placement. The bosses are assholes. The fucking shitty weapons. It's all bad. It's all bad. Don't play it. Until next time, stick around for more reviews of underrated games, not this one, and classics, and keep it classic, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Emily.